Hi guys, so in this video we are going to talk a bit about Kubernetes. You've probably heard the word Kubernetes flying around and been wondering, what is Kubernetes? Let me break it down for you in simple terms just for you to get an overall idea of what it is all about. Okay, so let's start with an example. Imagine you're a chef running a restaurant. You've got lots of dishes cooking at the same time, some are on the stove, some in the oven, some on the grill. Now, if you had to run back and forth to manage each dish yourself, it would get really stressful, right? Now, imagine you had an assistant chef who automatically takes care of moving the pots around, adjusting temperatures, and making sure everything's cooked perfectly without burning. That's kind of what Kubernetes does, but for apps. Kubernetes helps companies run apps by managing smaller parts of the app, called containers. It makes sure these containers run smoothly, automatically fixes problems, and even adds more containers if needed. But how does Kubernetes do all that? Let's look at the key components that make it work. First, we have the control plane, like the head chef. It tells everything what to do and makes sure all the containers are working together. Then there's the scheduler. It's like the kitchen chef, deciding which dish goes on which stove. The chef manages the kitchen and decides where to place each dish based on the available space and resources. Then we have something called the API server. This is like the traffic director. It handles communication between Kubernetes and you, making sure your instructions go where they need to go. We also have something called kubelets. These are best compared with little kitchen assistants who check on the containers. They make sure everything is running smoothly and report back to the head chef, our control plane. Finally, we have the EDDC. This is technically a key value store used to hold and manage the critical information. So this is where all the important information is stored, kind of like a recipe book. It keeps track of the entire state of your containers. So, Kubernetes isn't just one tool, it's a team of components working together to manage and scale your containers automatically, like a well-run kitchen. And that's Kubernetes compared to a restaurant kitchen. Hope that gave you a basic idea of what Kubernetes is all about.